Hello everyone. Sorry I took so long to make this video. I had a little trouble with the microphone, so it's a little late. But this video comes to you the night before round 9. I'm going to show you game 7 because this was the a definitive game. I'm going to let this play. Actually, I can't seem to find the automatic play button. So I'm going to just say that this was the Roy Lopez opening Berlin defense, knight takes e4. And I'm going to just talk a little bit while I sort of click on the next dozen or so moves. I want to say something about players' attitudes. This may, some of you Carlson fans may not like what I'm about to say. I'm actually a Carlson fan as well as a Vishy fan. I just happen to be a fan of Vishy Anand for a long time, and I have the feeling that he's the gentleman of chess and all that they've called him. It just seems to me, and I'm not the only one. There was other commentators and people, the expert chess player, the ones that I refer to when I watch the analyzing the game, who were all saying similar things that, to me and to some of them, Carlson seemed a little disrespectful in this game. Let me just say that first. There's only 4 games left, and Vishy Anand is still a point behind. He needs to at least win one more to bring it even before the 4 games is up. Now, this game, Vishy performed very well. He played the black pieces, and as they say sometimes, let me click a couple of moves ahead. They say sometimes that a draw playing black is as good as a win. And in many cases it is, and in this case I think it is. Now, that would mean that Vishy should have tried for a win on the next game, and he didn't. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to that game in a minute, or 10. But I just want to say that this was almost breaking a record of the longest championship game ever. I think the longest one lasted 100 and I forget. This one lasted 122 moves. Okay? But I think the longest game was actually 124 moves. So it was quick approaching. But let me get to the attitude part. It would seem to me that there's many ways to offer draws. There's verbally, just, hey, I have a draw. And then there's making a move that basically says, let's just call this a draw. And it seemed to me that Carlson was of the arrogance that, like, no, this is not a draw, I'm going to keep playing. I think he did this several times, but I could only show you one towards the end of the 109, I think, move that definitively shows this. And in the end, Carlson is the one who made a move to offer the draw. In other words, it was on his terms. This is a bit arrogant and a little disrespectful to Vishy Anand, in my opinion. I mean, Magnus Carlsen is certainly a great player, and he's an amazing player, and I'm not taking that away from him. But to me, I think this kid has gotten a slightly inflated head, and I know he's a great player, and I know that he's Vishy Anand is going to have a hard time trying to win this back from him, but and he's probably and all what's the word I could say, in all good chances he's probably not. Most people are thinking that Carlson is just going to do it, but there is a certain respect that you have for all players, and something is up with Carlson. I don't know. And in today's game, this morning's game, not today's, yesterday's game, the game 8. Carlson was literally slouching and falling asleep in the chair. And, what is he saying? I could beat you with my eyes closed? I'm sorry, this is disrespectful. And I wish that Anand had beat him with the white pieces, which he should have in Game 8, but he didn't. It was a draw. So Anand still has a lot of work ahead of him, and it's going to be a tough battle because Carlson is an amazing player. It's just that I am a little bit perturbed about his seeming attitude. Seems to be, like I said, his head is growing. Okay, so let me get to the move. So, and by the way, I passed it. Okay, let me see. Maybe it was move 90 something. Okay. Let me get back. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, the commentators and most of the experts were saying way back in move 60 something that this is probably a draw. And Carlson kept playing. Okay, I can understand if you keep trying. Maybe he sees some move that maybe he's figuring that he's going to tire Vishy out and maybe make a blunder or something like that. Well, Vishy and Anand played absolutely accurately this time. He was not going to let Carlson get away with another blunder miss. So he did great. But here's the thing. I actually made a comment on the chat in Chess 24, and somebody came back and told me that I was a newbie for saying that Carlson refuses to draw, and they said to me that he's the champ, he's supposed to be the one who offers a draw. I don't know if that's true or not, but regardless, what I meant was that it was obvious for a while that it was a draw. And in fact, Vishy and Anand went to the arbitrator to talk about a 50 move rule. In chess there's a 50 move no capture rule, and apparently the rule has been changed to 60 or something like that, without anybody being informed or something to that effect. So Vishy had to keep playing, but he refused to let Carlson get away with that. So let me show you what happened. Okay, so Carlson is playing white, Vishy is playing black. Okay, and there it is. This move here, if I'm playing black, I'm saying to white, here, let's trade rooks and call this a draw. Because there's no, with the knight left, it's a technical rule. You can't checkmate somebody with a knight. Well, Carlson's like, no, I'm not going to do that. And this is like disrespectful. This is a draw. This is a draw 10 moves ago, maybe 20 moves ago. I mean, I can understand 20 or 30 moves ago he's going to keep trying to play, but to me, this was a disrespect. This was like, okay, let's call it a draw. Carlson's like, nah, old man, let's see if you can keep playing without blundering. I mean, that's the attitude that comes out of watching this thing and watching Magnus Carlsen's slouching in the chair and his what do they call those little body language. To me, that's what he was saying, and maybe I'm wrong, but I didn't like it. I did not like it, and my respect for Carlson has gone down a couple of notches from this game. So let me just go ahead and show you what actually happened a few moves later, or a dozen moves later. Okay? Okay, Carlson said, okay, you're right, go ahead and take my rook, and that's what they did. In other words, it was Carlson that was going to call the shot, not Vishy. I mean, give me a break. Grow up. How old are you now? 22? 23? To me that was a childish thing to do. And maybe I'm wrong. If you want to comment on my YouTube channel, tell me that I'm dead wrong and call me names, I don't care. Go ahead and do it. But that's the way I feel about this game. So this was a draw. That was game number 7. It went 122 moves, almost the longest game. And the next game, now Carlson had white pieces twice. So we were hoping, again, I didn't put this video up because I was having trouble with the microphone, but I fixed that problem. So now Anand has the white pieces, and I think he has the white pieces tomorrow too, I'm not sure. And I was hoping, I missed this game. I didn't watch the actual live game, but I was able to catch the later on. This was, in comparison to the Game 7 that I just showed you, Game 8 was a relatively boring game. It was a draw, but Anand had the white pieces. And this is the game where Carlson was literally falling asleep in his chair. And I'm just going to scroll through the moves. Excuse me. It was, let me see if I can find the opening. It was the, it was just the Queen's Gambit declined with move 5, Bishop F4. Okay, so that's the way they defined this opening. Again, it was Vishy who chose the Queen's Gambit, and Anand, Carlson chose to decline it. So in any case, there it is. Where's the Bishop F4? There it is. Okay, so this is the Queen's Gambit, and that's Bishop F4. Okay, so the game goes on rather quickly. Okay, and yeah, it looks, even the computers were shown as to be a basically even game throughout. I think White had a slight advantage for a while, and it became even again, and it was a drawish game to begin with. I mean, nothing real exciting like yesterday's game. Not like, the day before's game. Not like the 122 move game. So it ended up as a draw here. So Anand pushed the pawn, check, and offered the draw. And Carlson took it. Carlson playing black. It was good for him because he's already a point up, and it's going to be very difficult for Anand to try and get that point back anyway. Now, if he plays white again tomorrow, I'm hoping that Anand can actually do that. But at least this game, Carlson wasn't with the attitude, except that he was either very tired or I don't know. But he's a bit of a sloucher to begin with, and it's amazing what an amazing player he is with the slouching that he does. But that's my criticism of Carlson for today. Now maybe I'll wake up early enough to catch the game tomorrow. At the Eastern time here, the games start at 7 o'clock in the morning, and I'm not a real early waker at this time. So, but there you have it, and I'm hoping that you understand my criticism of Carlson. And like I said, I don't mind if you want to tell me that I'm wrong in my, I'll make a comment on my YouTube channel on this video. Tell me that I'm wrong. Even call me names, just don't get too silly about it. But that is my opinion, and I'm not the only one. There was a lot of grandmasters and a lot of people out there that were, commentators and chess experts that were saying similar things about his seemingly disrespectful way that game number 7 would turn out. Not this one, but game number 7 with the 122 move thing. It seemed a little silly. I'm not sure what Carlson was up to. Maybe he was trying to do for the spectators. I don't know. But to me, it looked a little disrespectful. So there it is. There you have it. I won't say anything anymore about it. Keep on watching. Please comment. Tell me if you like this video, etc. And keep on playing. Thank you.